I think I went to the hospital with him.
He was like 3 days away from losing his leg. And
How?
it's not like there's someone in my like flesh suit.
It truly is.
Magnum condoms and Prime Day. I feel like they go hand in hand.
The three we're talking about, they absolutely cannot.
Yeah, you're probably right.
All right,
baby.
Here we go. Welcome back to the Picky Boys podcast.
Welcome.
Today's topic, we're gonna educate you all about communism. Get ready to give the means of production back to the worker.
Yeah, get ready for what's coming.
I watched the chiropractor TikTok and he said that it's all fake.
Every bone crack that you've ever done has never helped?
It doesn't help anything. It's just like a buildup of gas or something in between your bones.
Oh.
And so when you crack it, it just makes the noise, but it doesn't do anything.
It's so unbelievably weird that this is just a flesh meat suit. It's very weird.
That's very true.
Like even the gas buildup in between your bones. Like I don't even know what does that even mean to me? Nothing. It means nothing.
True.
That's why you think the doctors in like medical fields and stuff just have it just the worst in the sense like they know like the every part of the body and like what could be wrong and like this muscle could be doing this wrong and this gas bubble could now you're dead now and like they're just always thinking about shit like that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think if you know anything about the medical field or you know about all the weird, flesh-eating brain diseases and, the diseases where like one day something happens in your brain and you have a year to live from then.
Yeah.
Like once you know all this information, then you must start to panic more.
I know. It's like, yeah.
It's like totally ignorance is bliss because I don't know about any of those things. And so I'm not worried about them.
Yeah, it's like one of the symptoms for a life-threatening disease that will kill you in 3 months is like your pinky twitched for a second, and they're like, "Oh God, wait, did that happen? Do I have it?" And then they run all these tests. Like, I would hate to live like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just, I guess I'd actually say it's probably damaging to their health because they know it.
Yeah, like to their mental health or something, right? Like always being that panicky.
I mean, stress will kill you.
Stress will do a lot more things than. I don't even know how many things that stress can harm to your body, but I know it's a lot, and that scares me too.
Aside from like the American diet,
also true.
Stress is like the worst thing that we actively endure, and it's okay to endure. People are like, if you're not stressed, you're not working.
It's like, relax.
It's dumb.
Yeah, it's the same people.
It will kill you.
Same people like I think Steve Harvey said something like, the rich don't sleep. They don't. 2 hours a day. That's all they sleep. I was like, that's just not, it's not true. First of all, I know your bed's huge and comfy. And also, Mark Wahlberg goes to bed at like 9:30.
Way earlier than that.
7:30? It's something,
yeah.
He
wakes up at like 3 a.m.
Yeah, he wakes up at like 4. All these people that wake up at 4.
No. He wakes up between 2 and 3 a.m.
Okay, right. So these people are like,
because 4 is somewhat reasonable. Like for someone who works like who has a let's say works a job in the city, has to start at 6 o'clock and they have to get ready, work out. 4 a.m. is partially reasonable. 2 a.m. is not reasonable for anybody.
2 a.m. is like you didn't sleep. You woke up in the middle of the night and like now you're awake. That's not full night's rest.
And he has an hour of prayer time, which I don't know what that means.
I don't even want to be what time is that?
That's after he works out between like 3 and 4 a.m.
That's peak. In between 3 and 4 a.m. is like prime, not God hours too.
Yeah, that's all made up.
Yes, thank you, Danny. That's very true.
I don't even know what does that mean? 3 a.m. Like it's 3 a.m. is the devil hour, right?
Something like that, witching hour.
But why?
I don't know. That's probably back in the day when they had like the stakes and like the fire and they were like, oh, you're doing something at 3 a.m.
But Mark Wahlberg's just a weird fucking guy.
Oh, yeah, I'm not saying Mark Wahlberg's a witch and we should burn him at the stake. I'm just saying, like, yeah.
He's just an idiot.
He's just a strange man.
You've heard the quote where he's like, if I was on that plane on 9/11, things would have went down differently.
Yeah.
It's like, first of all.
It's like, relax, Mark.
There were 4 of them.
Relax,
There were 4 planes. So unless you were on each one individually. And then there was one plane where exactly what you said you were going to do happened, Flight 93. And so unless you know also how to fly a plane, then you'd end up in a field somewhere.
Yeah, the same thing's happening, Mark. I don't know what the thought was. Yeah,
it's just what even possesses you to say something like that?
Yeah, it definitely wasn't the smartest comment at the time. I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe he thought, maybe, you don't know, maybe he's a superpower or something.
It's like that time when Justin Bieber said that he thinks that Anne Frank would have been a believer.
Yeah, I think, but that's a little different.
It's like both of these things, they're one of those sentiments where even if you do believe it, just don't say anything.
A lot of people need
Please
to learn it.
shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I mean, Mark Wahlberg, I think he knew like the facts of 9/11, so that's a little worse. I could believe that Justin Bieber didn't even know who Anne Frank was and just said it. Like, you know,
I can't. That can't be true.
I mean, it has to be true. I mean, freaking Bert Kreischer thought that Helen Keller and Anne Frank were the same person. Those two are very different people in history.
Yeah.
So you're giving that credit, but not like a 14-year-old kid not knowing who Anne Frank is?
True, I guess so.
He's like 40s, 50s or something.
They do share something in common, though. They are both fake. I'm kidding. No. No. Both of them are real, and Helen Keller is what a marvel. What a modern marvel.
Definitely a spectacle.
I mean, geez Louise, the woman who wrote a book.
Dude, what I don't understand about being what was it, deaf, blind, and mute,
Uh-huh.
is how do you learn to do anything? It's like once I'm like 15 years old and I'm all that, and someone just hands me a pencil, I would probably be scared. You know, like, oh, what is this? What am I grabbing?
Well, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure, didn't she, at some point, she did have one of the senses, and then she over the course of her life, it deteriorated.
Right. Okay. So it wasn't from birth.
So
okay, that's a big thing.
Because I don't even like I truly don't even understand if it was all three from birth, how you would even communicate anything.
That's what I
like. To me, it makes sense if someone has two of the three in any direction. I can see how you can teach somebody
you need
something.
You need one out of three. You're saying
you need. Yeah, you need one.
At least one.
You need one of the three.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure to comprehend anything.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be insensitive. I just don't understand how it could possibly happen.
Yeah.
Like if you can't hear, like because if you're blind, you can hear people explain Braille to you, so you can hear them. And if you're just deaf, you can learn to read by seeing.
So we're giving her mute the whole time.
And how on earth could you ever be both? And it just doesn't make any sense to me.
Right. So she had to have I think what's the longest you think you could make it to when okay, so 12 and then you lose everything, you could probably keep everything.
You can as long as you learn from any. I mean, even if you're really young, you can still learn as long as you know the concepts.
Right.
I think you can learn because it's just building blocks. So if you're learning and you already know the building blocks, everything else can make sense.
Yeah, and I'm also not trying to be too insensitive, but when you pull that baby out and they have all three, you don't think the doctors just look around and go, ooh.
I don't think they know.
You know,
how could they possibly know?
So when do you know? 2, 3?
Well, I mean, you definitely know before that.
I'm pretty sure they could find out when you got that jelly on your belly, and they're like,
they absolutely cannot.
No, maybe not deaf and blind, but I feel like you could figure something out.
The three we're talking about, they absolutely cannot.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Absolutely not.
This baby can't speak.
Magnum condoms are about the girth, not necessarily the length.
I guess it would be the same thing.
No.
In the sense that it's just filling up the space.
I'm
just
saying
volume.
True, but I'm saying but that's what they're actually meant to do. Even if you have a 5-inch, little wee-wee, and you just have a fat cock.
Yeah, it's like a soda can.
Then that's what you should do.
Fat. It's like a little soda can, or a medium soda can.
That has helped me get through the week.
We could keep talking. You don't have to,
that has helped me get through the week.
You don't have to fact fire. Go to the next one. I kept going about that.
Prime Day.
Ooh, Prime Day.
It's eventually this will be a federal holiday.
First of all, if you're really talking about Magnum condoms and Prime Day, I feel like they go hand in hand because I don't think Amazon really knows how to properly fit their items into a goddamn box.
That's true.
So I think Bezos needs to start wearing Magnum condoms or figuring out that science because I don't understand why I get a roll of tape like that size in a box that can fit a lawnmower. I don't understand. I don't get it. They're just killing trees out there. And
Have you ever actually seen how it happens, though? It's just a robot.
Yeah, well, that robot needs to start learning shapes.
Yeah.
What's like a boxing robot?
It's like, yeah, have you ever seen a lot of people do TikToks of it? It's like when you're packing at the Amazon warehouse, basically there's like these. It'll tell you, it'll give you the order. It'll tell you the size box. Let's say it's like A6. You get that box and you turn around and the things that you need to put inside are highlighted. Like there's a light on them. And you get that, put them in, tape, next one.
Right, now what is that?
So what I'm saying is that the robot, for whatever reason, has some kind of calculation about these are the size of this things, and so this is the best box for this content.
I think someone has to rerun the numbers on that robot, is what I'm saying.
Probably.
Because
I agree.
You definitely know what I'm saying.
Yeah, no. I mean, sometimes there's a lot of empty space.
Yeah, there's a lot of times I get this box and like I shouldn't forget what I ordered yesterday to not understand like what do I need this box for. A lot of times I go, what did I order that we need this? And then I open it, and it's like a toothpick or a pencil. God damn it.
Yeah, I don't know how they do it. I definitely have seen where like it could just so easily could have been in a smaller box. But I don't know. Maybe they have some kind of calculation. Maybe they don't want to be that tight of a squeeze because the items are more vulnerable for breaking or something.
Yeah, probably.
I don't even use Amazon. But
I know you're a brick and mortar guy, which is so backwards with your style.
Not necessarily brick and mortar. I order a lot of other things online.
Oh, you mean you just don't use?
I'm just not a Jeffrey Bezos fan.
That's fair.
I like to see it. I like to see like what I'm ordering first. I like to touch it. I like to look at the other options in person.
Finger it.
So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just Amazon. I don't know. I mean, it is convenient, and recently I have been selectively ordering some stuff off of there, just because it's cheap. But I don't know. It's just something about it feels very like I dislike it, and I know that they're fucking selling like pharmaceuticals now, and like groceries. And I don't want to be stuck in the Bezos trap where Amazon just like runs your entire life, and anything you ever need, you just don't even think about it. You just go to Amazon and ask Alexa for it.
Yeah, or they just bring it to you automatically. It's like Amazon Future or Amazon 3 days in advance, where they already know from algorithms what you want.
That's see, that'd be scary if they just know what you want, and a fucking big pack of dildos shows up.
Yeah, it's like wait, how do you know? How do you know I was hiding that from my wife?
What's gonna happen in the next 3 days that will possess me to want this?
Yeah, like your wife to the door, like a penis pump shows up. It's like, I promise, honey, I didn't order this.
You just get like a noose. You're like, wait, what the fuck?
Like, what's happening? And the robot comes and ties it for you. It's like, no, please, Bezos.
Yeah, so I don't know about that, and I don't want to do that. I mean, I guess if that happens, if it's so dominant that I really won't be able to
just get away from
it anyway.
You can't escape from the drones.
While I can, I am not going to.
I'm not going to fall into that trap.
I'm not going to subscribe to that. You ever get a phantom notification on your phone? Like I have this notification on Snapchat right now, and nothing is new or there. Like there is no.
Like a ghost?
There is nothing. There is no new thing. The little red bubble on your iPhone that says, "Oh, you have." Usually, this would mean, "Oh, I have a Snapchat."
Yeah, and you have to go look and hit it.
But it's not there. It's non-existent. They don't exist.
Dude, that happened to me for my text messages for like 4 days.
It's so aggravating.
I know. There's no way you can handle that. You're a big. You don't.
What am I supposed to do?
I have no idea. Especially Snapchat. Yeah, Snapchat usually see like the purple or red thing, right?
Yeah, like it would usually show you where it is. But this happens a lot to me. I don't know. I guess it's just a bug in the app. Dude, I fucking hate it.
Yeah, I know. You're a big. Everything has to be nice and clean. My dad one time it said it was an email from 1941.
That's impossible.
And then exactly. and then he couldn't click on it. It was like just he couldn't click on it. It said this
Maybe it was a virus.
1940. Maybe it was don't viruses want you to click on it? He like literally couldn't. It wouldn't go through. I like to think it was a time traveler.
Or maybe he was clicking on it and it didn't look like it was doing anything, but it was just installing a bunch of malware into his computer.
Yeah, probably. That's probably why he had to get rid of it the next day.
Excuse me?
No, no, I'm kidding. I like to think it was a time traveler, though. You know, like maybe it was like past something, like some future person went to the past and was like, oh no, for some reason I need to tell this person this important email, sent it, and it gave somehow the date. I don't know.
That could be cool. I mean, I guess if you went back in time, it would, your phone auto updates the date.
Yeah.
Maybe that would be an option.
Yeah, I mean, I think.
You ever go into a website that needs you to put in your date of birth, and then you see like some of the options are like ridiculous. First of all, one of them was like 2021, so it's like, what am I, 6 months old?
My child.
And then the other ones are, you can go like as far back as like 1850. It's like nobody is alive from this year.
Who is this person? Yeah, maybe they start offering like the vintage bottles or something on the alcohol sites or something, like really old bottles. I don't know. I feel like that'd be cool. I thought about that for like 2 days. I'm like, what does that email say? Couldn't get it open. Even he was shocked. He was shocked enough to show me.
Was there anything in the, an email shows the first line of?
It was so long ago. I don't remember. I just remember it definitely saying like something from 1940. I remember it saying it looked old too. Even like the lettering was old. It was like
written on a typewriter.
Yeah, it was like written on a typewriter. It looked old. I was like, I don't know. Maybe my dad's important for something. I doubt it. I doubt like there's no John Connors coming back to save him.
Yeah, man, time travel, that'll really fucking throw a wrench in this whole experiment.
This whole Earth experiment.
Yeah, this whole life experiment.
Oh man, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Do you want to? As soon as I feel like as soon as time travel exists, it immediately becomes like no free will. Everything you were doing was supposed to happen. Nothing you can change. It didn't matter. Yada yada yada.
Yeah.
So that's why time travel starts getting like. If you think about time travel too much, or for the people who actually think time travel is real, I can't imagine them being able to like do anything, just like out of will.
Well, and also it's like. If yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying, because then everything
would have happened already. Like everything that was supposed to happen would have happened. Like going back to before was supposed to happen and did happen.
Yeah. I guess so. I mean, I guess that's what religious people believe, right? You have no free will, but you do have free will.
Yeah, religion is time travel.
Religion is time travel. No, but I mean, yeah, because that's what that was always the thing that in religion class I just desperately tried to get my teacher to explain to me, and she never could.
The free will thing?
How do you have free will and then not have? You can make your own decisions and have free will, but God has a plan and knows everything.
Yeah.
Those conflict.
I want them to just figure out teleportation first. How do we de-atomize us on this spot and just atomize me there? Put me in.
I don't think that'll happen either, because also then there's this whole there's this whole like meta conversation about like, is that even really you if you de-atomize yourself and then re-atomize yourself there? Is that just a new copy of you?
Oh, you're saying like I'm vaporized.
You're killing yourself
to just be in like Disneyland,
and it's yourself, but your new one will think that it was just, I'm here.
I mean, how much does that really matter?
Very much. Especially if you are the one that de-atomizes, because then you die.
Yeah, but you wouldn't even know.
Yes,
no one else would know.
No, but that doesn't. But you would know, because
how would I know?
Because you'd see black forever. You'd be dead.
Yeah, I'd be dead. Unless you're saying that like I know I'm dead in this floating black world.
But you kill yourself. Yeah, so what would it matter?
You do and you don't. If this person is exactly me over there and I just evaporated and people don't think I evaporated, and like that man's walking around,
doesn't matter whether people think or not. If they the sheep they cloned, if they just took it and shot the original one in the head, it's still dead just because it's a new one.
Yeah, I mean that's true, but maybe that sheep's like, no, that was the copy. It's like one of those.
I don't know. I feel like that's a very bad way to live your life, because now you're just you're saying like, who cares if I'm dead as long as there's somebody who can pretend that to be me.
It's not.
That's so strange.
But it's not pretending. It is me.
No, it's not.
It's not like there's someone in my like flesh suit.
It truly is somebody. Like it is not you.
I mean, I guess so.
It's not you. It's like that. It's like that Paul Rudd's show.
No,
it is exactly like that.
I mean,
it actually is the exact premise of the show.
Right, but so you're saying
they kill you and make a copy.
So you're saying that people know that doing this kills me. That's different.
But again, and in that show, they don't know that's what happens.
There's a whole organization that knows.
Well, yeah, but you don't know. And so to you, it doesn't matter because you just think, oh, I'm going to wake up. But you're dead.
But unless
dead.
Unless there's an afterlife, then it really doesn't matter. It doesn't.
How?
Because I'm just gone. But this person is, I'm that. I am that.
But you are not.
I mean, yes, you're right. If you're harping on the exact, but you are.
I'm not harping on any exact.
You're playing that harp right now.
You're quite literally saying that if you had another one of you, you would just what would it mind? Why would I care if someone just shot me in the face?
You keep saying basically this is what you're saying, and then saying something so different.
That is exactly what you're saying. You're saying if you have an exact copy, he's sitting over here
at
right
the
now.
Exact same time.
You have an exact copy. No, he's just here. Both of you are here right now.
So that's not what I'm saying.
Yes, it is. But both of you are here right now.
Okay.
You're saying because he is living and is me, that it doesn't matter if I'm alive anymore.
No,
that's what it is.
That's not at all what I'm saying. We were talking about transportation, deatomizing here and reatomizing at the exact same time at a different place.
Okay.
It's not me looking at my clone going, "Oh, you could go on for me," and that's it. That's not what I'm saying.
But in reality, that's what is happening.
Maybe
you are choosing to end your life.
I don't know that this is gonna kill me. That's unfair.
But what? So what if they said, "Yeah, we can time travel," but that's what's gonna happen? Then you'd say no.
Then I'd say no.
Oh, okay. Well, then we're on the same page.
The point is, I'd sacrifice that split second of me seeing to be, I don't know, in Egypt. That'd be cool. I'd teleport.
Now we're back off the page.
It's the same
Either way, we're going to get in a loop. We're going to get caught in a loop.
And maybe that's what's happening. That's the real meta.
That is the real meta. Either way, new information. I think I broke my leg. Look at this.
What does that mean?
Like, well, not broke it. I think I fractured my shin. See this bruising?
Yeah, and there's like a little center point where you nailed
and it hurts
something.
tremendously. And every time I stand up, I just picture my leg just snapping in half like a fucking piece of spaghetti.
Oh, uncooked spaghetti.
Yeah, well, duh.
Well, I'd be afraid. I don't know if your legs are noodles, buddy.
And so every time I step on it, I don't think I broke it.
Wait,
but I think I fractured it, like a hairline fracture.
Wait,
along.
Let me take that off. Is that? I'm not gonna touch it. Is that this?
Yeah.
That whole thing. It looks like your whole leg.
Black and blue.
Ugh.
And then there's this one center point, which is obviously that's where it hurts the most.
It must have been a point. You had to have hit a point.
I think I fucking just really hardly kicked something.
Yeah, it's like a coffee table or something. 'Cause that's like a crazy point.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe I'll go check that out.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I don't care.
Dude, you don't remember you guys know JT. JT slid. We were playing softball and JT slid with shorts on into like second base, still got out, big failure, didn't matter. And then he had this like scrape cut that he just didn't treat, left for a while, got infected, and he let it go for so long. JT is like a caveman. He let it go for so long where it got infected, and eventually he couldn't even like stand on it. And that's when we said, okay, we're taking you somewhere. And it was like 3 days away from him losing his leg, something like that. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I think I went to the hospital with him.
It was like 3 days away from losing his leg, and it's like, how do you let something get to that point? Also, imagine losing your leg, sliding into second base, getting out in a softball game, not even important. Like if it was a championship, maybe that'd be cool, or the World Series.
Yeah. Have you noticed that? I mean, I'm not the quietest on my feet. Have you noticed that when JT moves around, it sounds like a train is barreling through the room?
He's a stomper.
Doors slamming, stomping.
Yeah, he's a stomper. He also
but the point of that was that maybe it would have been a good thing if he lost it. I don't know.
No, because now instead of 2 legs, you'd hear 3 with the crutches. Gush, gush, dush.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You don't want him having any more.
Or he'd probably just hop around like a crazy person.
That's even worse. That's like everything, like a little JT pogo stick.
I woke up this morning and I thought we were being raided by the FBI. The man, he was slamming doors and running all around, and I was like, "What is happening?"
Yeah, and it's also like 4 a.m.
But so yeah, I don't know. We also had a blackout last night.
Yeah,
not drinking.
I was not not
power
an
power
blackout party. Yeah,
and it was really quite sad. It was like I was scrolling through my phone, scrolling through TikTok. My phone was on 1%. I had the charger and my phone in my hand. All the lights go off.
Yeah, it's like, oh, did I do that?
Then the phone dies, and now I'm just
in the dark.
Bare. I'm just a human with no means of entertainment. And what am I can't even read a book. There's no light source.
Yeah, he said only half the house is out, so I came home, and then I came home and just all of it.
Well, no, it was half the house, and then it went out again.
I know. I'm saying when I got there, all of it.
There was some truck.
I came into darkness.
There was some truck down the street that obviously was playing with the wires, because then for the next few hours it would come back on and go back off again, and come back on and go back off again.
Dude, the electrical grid is so upsettingly fragile that it's like it's actually painful.
I don't even think about how it works because I don't want to know.
I don't like the like something across the street, 15 feet in the air. This little box could just go everything here.
Also, there was just one of the times when it went back on, there was just like a very loud explosion. So I don't know what happened there.
In the house?
No.
Oh, thank God.
Like down the block.
Oh, yes. Like if it's in the house, everything.
It sounded like a firework went off.
Yeah,
but it happened to be at the same time that the lights got powered back on. I don't think that was a firework.
Yeah, I don't think that was a coincidence. Yeah, I like to imagine they know what they're doing, or I like to hope they know what they're doing. So, sometimes you need a little.
They definitely do not. I mean, I was walking around outside, and half of the block was like shut down, all the lights shut off, back on.
Yeah,
that is not a sign of anybody who knows what they're doing.
Yeah, it's just some guy they took off the street. It's like, hey, you know anything about this electric wire here?
Have you noticed? And the big hype, and everybody's been talking about it, that Uber and Airbnb prices are like exponentially high right now.
I was about to say this, and dude, what bullshit? First of all, explain what Uber said. I only know what Uber said. I'm assuming it's the same thing.
So Uber and Airbnb both said the same thing, and it is true. I mean, you can look at the numbers. Uber has never been profitable ever.
They've never
been
pricing
profitable,
the rides at a loss,
and they've been taking, both Uber and Airbnb have been taking a loss on every transaction, every ride, every booking, so that they can get enough of the market share, and now that they have it, or they think they have close to enough, they are now charging what it actually costs. And
people were livid, and also I call bullshit on it. I call bullshit. Maybe not Airbnb, because I don't know what's going on there, but I take rides. I know, like, I can't imagine them being at a loss, because they already price it on a scale, in the sense that, like, if 4 people need a ride in the city, if I get it last, my ride could be $20 more than the first guy.
True.
So I don't know, man. I call bullshit on a little bit of it. Also, why tell us? I feel like that's weird. Oh, to explain the increase in prices, right? I just think they're increasing prices.
To explain the increased prices. I mean, and these are public numbers. I mean, maybe it's just a horrible mismanage of funds, but they have never been profitable in all their years of business, ever.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
And I mean, and again, unless you're accusing them of fraud.
Yeah, public numbers. I'll fall into the conspiracy. I think Uber. I think they're just wiping our ass. And
that's also kind of been the running theme of a lot of these big tech companies and a lot of these like Silicon Valley unicorns, is that they don't have to be profitable for a decade.
Yeah.
And it can still, as long as you have enough people using it, there's still some. I mean, I guess there's something there that is worth the money.
Does that mean Uber Eats prices are going up too? Probably, right?
Probably, yeah.
God,
I know, and so now
this is such.
So now I'm somewhat conflated. I mean, I'm an avid Uber user. I'm an Uber Diamond Elite member.
I know you are part of it.
And I mean, if they raise it too much, I don't have allegiance.
Yeah, it's
to
like
Uber.
we're not praying to you, Uber.
I just use it because I think it's better.
Yeah.
But if I have to get in the fucking weird pink mustache cars, I'll do it.
Yeah, I don't. I mean that when I read that or someone read it to me, really, that's usually what happens nowadays. I was like, I can't believe it. I don't care what the numbers say.
Yeah, it is crazy.
I can't believe it. Airbnb though, I feel like if you see the problem with Airbnb is if you book far enough in advance, it can be fairly cheap on depending on the square footage you could possibly get, unless you're in like some richy
it's super
hotsy
area. Even if you book it in a very rich area a week before, you'll still oftentimes get a comparable or even cheaper sometimes per night rate than like a hotel.
See, that's what I didn't understand then, I guess, about Airbnb. I thought that the person sets the price, the host, and then Airbnb just takes a piece.
That is what they're saying, but they're saying to run their business, that piece of the pie they take has not been enough the whole time.
Right. So now it's the classic. If they increase theirs, the host will increase theirs. We have to pay more.
Exactly, and it's the same thing with Uber. I mean, the Uber set, but Uber does unlike Airbnb, the driver doesn't set the price, but Uber sets the price and gives most of it to the driver, and then they take their percentage. And what they claim is that percentage is not enough to fund their grand vision. And the grand vision, I don't think it's a secret or a conspiracy. I think they've literally said it, the grand vision, and if you go to San Francisco, you see self-driving Uber cars all over the place because they're testing them. The grand vision is to own a bunch of cars, not need a labor force, and make gazillion dollars.
I mean, for the person at that round table, that group of people, that's a fantastic idea, I guess, for them. I feel like for everybody,
because I mean their relationship with drivers has been tumultuous at best. I mean they have there's been countless legal battles and states like do drivers have the rights of a gig worker, and do they have to give them the minimum wage, or is it there's a lot of stuff that goes into it. But
Danny's launching big words out today.
I don't know. I'm just sometimes I read.
Stunning linguist.
Cunning linguist.
Cunning. Oh, there it is. I think
we're good here.
I think Uber's a bunch of scammers. Yeah, but I think we're good.
Oh yeah, probably. But again, we're all bought in already.
Yeah.
You think I'm gonna call a taxi?
No.
I'll pay. I don't even give a shit. I mean, I get it, and I'm upset about it. No one wants to spend more money, but again, I mean, the price outweighs the convenience in a lot of ways.
The convenience.
No, the convenience outweighs price in a lot of ways.
I don't disagree. It's just upsetting, but that's life. So
that's life.
That's life, baby.
Yeah.
All right, let's get out of here. Tell them where to find you, Dan.
You can find me at Danny Is Watching on Instagram, and you can also find me in the evil lair of the Uber's headquarters, making the decisions to rule the world.
Danny's the one crunching the numbers. And you can find me at Aunt Prisco. Can't forget to follow.
Picky Boys Podcast. Like, share, subscribe. We got some fun episodes coming up.
True.
I believe. So, let everybody in your life know about it.
Yeah. Tell even the newborns.
Your friends, your enemies, your newborns. Send them this link.
Yeah. Peace, guys.